Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 6. That means we're doing quite well.
We are. We're still going. Despite all the comments saying stop, we're still going.
Lovely to be back. It's good to be doing this. Today, we thought we'd talk a little bit about technology, but we've got to give a couple of shout outs first. Do you want to do the first one?
Yeah, so the first one is to AJ Green. We mentioned him in a previous episode. He obviously has not enough to do in his life because he sent us a little video.
Either that or he's a massive fan.
I think probably that's it, yes.
Yeah.
So he sent us a little video of our logo animated, and we'd like to thank him very much for doing that. Should we show everyone?
Let's do it.
Have a look. It's brilliant. Thank you so much, AJ. Really cool of you.
You're an awesome man. Thank you so much. Yeah, we might use that. Should we use that in future episodes as a sort of as a front end?
Possibly.
Tail end.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, let's get some tweaks on it. Maybe give us some suggestions. What else can we do? The other shout out, in fact, is linked with the subject of today's podcast, or vlog, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking about technology today and how we're going to use technology in our act. But I need to give a shout out because you're due a Pebble Watch soon.
I am. My new Pebble Watch is on its way. It's a smartwatch for those who don't know.
I've got to give a shout out to my godson Pebble, who is a massive fan.
Pebble!
I went round to his house the other day and apparently watching these videos is one of the highlights of his week. Which is great.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so good.
Thank you, Pebble.
Stay tuned. We'll get you some Pip and Paul prizes when we get some, and to AJ, of course.
Of course.
So let's talk about technology.
So technology is something that we both are quite good with. We both have lives that have computers involved in them. We both love gadgets, and we thought we would bring this into our act in some way or shape or form.
Yeah, I hear stories about a lot of magicians who use, I hear stories about some magicians who use technology, but it's always a story. Oh, so-and-so did this and so-and-so did that. And actually everywhere else in our lives, technology is the main part of our lives. If you go into any high street, you see all of the teens looking down at their phones. If you go into any restaurant, everyone's always looking at their phones.
Antisocial in some respects.
It is antisocial, but I think actually if you use it for the right reasons and you bring the right parts of that in, then that can be part of our communication with our audience and their communication back. So, if someone doesn't want to shout something out, let them tweet us. We can pick that up.
So we're thinking during the show we're going to ask people to tweet us, and they're going to have to hashtag it Pip and Paul. So for those who aren't familiar with hashtag, all you do is you add on at the end of it the hashtag sign, and then Pip and Paul, all one word, AND rather than the and sign. So it's Pip and Paul, and we will be able to pick all those up. And in fact, if you would like to help us test this, then please tweet us. Okay, you don't have to tweet directly to us. Just send a tweet, and then make sure that hashtag is on there, and we will go looking for them and make sure that we can find them quickly and easily so that we can use them during the show.
Absolutely, so please do that on Twitter. It also works in Facebook. So if you're doing a post and you just want to mention this or help us out by testing that side of it, again, you can do anything you like. Put a hashtag Pip and Paul at the end of it. We'll keep looking. We should pick them up. So the idea is during the show, we will, and we haven't quite worked out what it's going to be yet, but it could be, for instance, the best photo. So take photos of us during the show. That's absolutely fine. I think there might be one or two places where they can't take photos.
Yeah, so we'll make sure that's clear at the time. But then put them onto Instagram and again hashtag us, and we can have a prize at the end of the show for the best photo.
Yeah. We may choose volunteers by this method. We may take ideas for our improv using this method.
So as a little tester for us, if you use hashtags, then please leave a comment below and tell us that you use them. If you don't use hashtags, please leave a comment below and tell us. If you are on Facebook and Twitter, please leave a message below and tell us. We're doing a bit of sort of research here to find out what people use and how we can get the most number of people that we can encompass
Yeah.
with our tricks.
Is this something that if you went to see a comedy double act, you would use if it was advertised or if it was invited? I think actually this could be fairly pivotal to our show. I think this could be the crux of it.
And I don't know anyone else who does anything quite like what we're planning.
Well, as I said, I keep hearing of people, but I always hear it as if it's an exception. Oh, so and so did this in one place, and so did this in one place. But actually, this could be, this is the way people communicate these days. I don't want to leave out people who don't communicate like that. So if my dad came to see us, I don't want to make him alienated because he isn't as au fait with the technology as.
So we need a backup for those people. So we'll have maybe a pen and paper for those that we can refer to as well.
Yeah, or yeah.
Just to make sure everyone's included.
So let us know what you think of that, or if you've got any other ideas on how technology can support a comedy double act, magic double act like ours. Let us know, please. So, what else have we got to talk about? I said also we'd be doing videos on comedy and improv. They'll be coming up. I just want to put a baseline down and tell you where we are and exactly what we've done. I have to say, coming up with progress every week is tough.
It is. We have done, before we even started these videos, we did do a little bit of work. Started collecting props and so forth. So we can talk a little bit about that, but not too much because it's sort of part of the content of the show.
We have some great surprises already, and I think we've only got about a quarter of the show planned in any detail and some high level for the rest.
Yes. And during the summer is always difficult anyway, because in actual fact, both of us have been very, very busy this summer. Unusually for me, actually. It's normally quite quiet, but I had my summer holiday back at Easter, so I've been here the whole of the summer, and I seem to have been just doing shows or working on projects the whole way through, so it's been really difficult to sort of stop and work on Pip and Paul. However,
same here.
The family are going back to school on this coming week, so I'm sure a lot more will get done then.
I think what will be difficult is how much we can talk about it, because actually from now on we're going to go deep into our act and start routining it, and we don't want to give away some of those surprises and some of the things we're going to be doing, because actually I think they're best experienced live. So it'll be an interesting next couple of weeks. We do have the Kidology Act, which is the children's entertainment act
coming up in 1 week
that Gordon and I created together. Yeah, that's next week, isn't it? No.
Next week. Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Next week.
So next week's video will be interesting, but this will be quite pivotal to the act. So do tune in.
So I think maybe next week we talk about how our successes and failure went, and maybe we can film it at Kidology. You never know.
Yeah, that'll be good. And I think that was all I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I just wanted to put a baseline where we are. So we have the look, we've got the website, we know who our audience is, we've structured a show at a high level, and we've structured about a quarter of that coming down a few levels, and in fact 1 or 2 of the acts we've pretty much got a script for.
The items, yeah.
Items, I should say. We've pretty much got a script for. We've gone out, we've started buying props, so where we know they're going to be useful, we're getting them in. In fact, my back room now looks a little bit like a circus.
Pip and Paul show.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife started complaining about that, so we know we're on the right level.
Yes, that's good.
We know we're on the right track when she's whinging. Hello, cat. She doesn't watch these.
Why not?
I asked her today, I said, have you seen? She said, I've seen one. I don't get the time to watch them. I said, fine. So that's good.
That just means we can say what we like, really.
Yeah, I don't think
I've never really liked cat.
If this comes up in a divorce court, right? So yeah, in terms of the act, what else have we done? We've spent quite a few hundred on it so far.
We have.
We bought some software that we're going to be integrating onto the website, and in fact, we should think about how we can do that in conjunction with the show.
Yeah. So another technology at work for the act.
Absolutely. What we haven't done yet, if you have subscribed to our newsletter, we haven't done any newsletters yet, or have we?
No.
Good. I didn't think I've seen any or received any. We'll be doing that very soon. So if you want up to the minute news on Pip and Paul, then you can subscribe yourself.
And you can do that from the website.
Yes, yeah, pipandpaul.com. We've announced ourselves on Magic Cafe. We should do that a little bit more, I think, because if you know any other magicians who you think might find this interesting, please let them know.
Or really anyone who's in the theatre or theatrical world, because the processes we're going through are not just limited to magic. They're universal for any type of show that you want to put on, really.
Absolutely, and let's face it, you know, there aren't many of us doing this sort of thing, and I think we should all help each other as much as possible. So we would want to involve as many people as possible in our conversation to help them, and hopefully get a little back from that process too. So yeah, feel free to tell anyone you think might be interested. That's about it from me.
Well, yeah, we got one more thing we need to do, but before we do, you need to subscribe up here. This is the subscribe button. We've got social media down here,
hopefully
over there somewhere, and we have something special for you at the end.
Oh yeah, I nearly forgot.
So we went to an event last week and took the opportunity to film my favourite trick.
Should we plug the event?
Yeah.
Before we do this, Conjuring at the Court.
Drayton Hotel.
Drayton Hotel.
Ealing.
Do you know
Once a month.
£11. In fact, we were there 5 magicians plus a comedy compere who also does magic. And I tell you what, you couldn't get better value for money.
It was great. It was really good.
Really good.
AJ Green, who we mentioned earlier, was the technician there. Has been for 6 years. He did a fantastic job, as always.
Is there nothing he can't do?
I know, it's sickening, isn't it?
3D animation.
I know.
Brilliant magician.
I know, it's just terrible. Let's not talk about him anymore.
Yeah, no more shout-outs for AJ.
Depresses us. So yeah, go along and watch. Do a search for Conjuring at the Court. You'll find it online. It's easy to find.
But the point is, we were there.
We were there, and we took the opportunity to video my favourite trick. And we've had a few people who said to us, you know, we'd love to see your favourite trick, even though they didn't put comments. They actually spoke to us in person, and it was enough for us to go, right, okay. So we started with mine. So I've done mine, and when we sign off at the end here, we'll show you the video of my favourite trick. And again, if you like it, leave comments below. If you don't, just keep quiet.
Yeah. What we'll do is we'll do a vote later on whose they like best.
Right.
That's healthy, I think, isn't it?
Okay.
Until then,
it's goodbye from Pip.
It's goodbye from Paul. Bye.
Goodbye. Well, we were asked to show our favourite tricks, and I've found 2 lovely ladies who are going to help me here. We have Claudia and we have Francesca. Francesca, tell me, do you have with you any rubber bands?
No.
Don't worry, I bought some just in case. would you just take one, anyone you like? Take it off my wrist, and I want you just to check it. Show it to Claudia, make sure you're happy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow, really are testing it. Place up my little finger. I'll hold it nice and tight. Lovely. Now you can let go. I need you to take one more, but don't take this one off. Just hold it in the air for me. So if I take that one from you, I'll show you. You can let go. I can show you the magic way of taking them off. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god!
Just check that one. Have a look at that one. Make sure you're happy with that one.
Very
and while you're doing that, I'll place the other one on my finger and thumb. Can you see that, Claudia? Can you say yes, Pip?
Yes, Pip.
I know, it's confusing. Right, this one goes on the other finger, trapping the 2 rubber bands together. Now they don't go through each other, they're solid rubber bands. Don't go down, they don't go up. The only way to get them apart is for you to blow on the middle, Claudia. And then just go through each other.
Oh my god, that's big.
So I'll get rid of one and I'll show you one with a different colour band. Now let me see. You look very intelligent. Do you know what origami is?
Yes.
Tell everyone, what's origami?
Isn't that when you make kind of pretty things and play them?
Exactly right. So I've come up with a brand new art form. I'm going to call it rubbergami. See what I did there? It's the art of making shapes with rubber bands. What shape do you see?
Star.
A star. Very good. Now there's a better star. It took me a lot longer to figure this one out. See if you like this one. Do you like that one?
Oh my gosh.
It's like a star within a star. Yeah. So this gets to be your star, Francesca. It's going to travel towards you. It's going to stop here, and during that time, you get to make a wish. But don't tell anyone what it is. Just think it. All right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Make your wish now. It's a funny one. She's smiling. Have you done? Okay. Did you wish upon your star?
Yes.
Now the only way we're going to know if your wish is going to come true is to see if your star becomes hold your hand out for me, Francesca? As long as you look after your star, your wish will come true. Big cheer for Francesca. Now, there is one more. There is one more. It's taken me a long time to learn this, so no laughing, especially you. No laughing. Right. It's called the incredible shrinking rubber band. Are you ready? You see it getting smaller. Smaller and smaller and smaller. A little blow on there, and it gets so small it completely disappears.
Oh my god!
Thank you so much for your help. Thank you for your help.
Brilliant. Do you promise my wish will come true?
Of course